Hello everyone, it's Carrie, and today I'm going to show you how to make a card using one small stamp from a stamp set to create a disappearing die card. And today I am going to show you how to make a tall card. Here is more of a horizontal card that I made, and we're going to use this die. This is from the Hedgehog Hollow May box, as well as the Hedgehog Hollow Sentiment Selection. And we're going to use the one that says "You're the cherry on my ice cream." And then from this waffle flower set, we'll use the mouse holding that ice cream cone. I've started with a card panel made from Neenah Solar White 80-pound paper, and I've already cut that die out using some craft foam in black. This is going to be our template. And so from this set, I'm also going to use that little cherry. So this is the cherry here, and I'm going to stamp this all over the card, mainly putting most of the cherries right in the middle where that sweet is going to be cut out. So this is why I'm using that as a template, and I'll just stamp this and try not to overlap them so I don't have to do any masking. This is a brilliant idea when you don't feel like doing any masking or you just want to create some kind of pop on your card. You can stamp them close together, but as you can see, very few of them overlap at all. So I'm just going to check and see if I need to add a few more, and I will have some cascading up towards the upper part of the card here. This is very simple to do. I am using Memento Tuxedo Black ink because I'll be doing some Copic coloring, and that ink is really great for Copic coloring and it won't smear. So now that we have the panel all stamped out, I'm going to start with the Copic coloring. I'm going to be using 3 different shades of red in R89, R27, and R14. And I found with small images like this, I like to use the darkest color first and then blend out with the middle color and go ahead and end with the lightest color. And I did this for all of the cherries, but I found that it didn't really take me that long because they are so small. It took me probably less than 20 minutes to do this whole card. So I'm just going to show you a few cherries here, and then I'll move on to the leaves. And I found that I only really needed 2 colors for the green in the leaves. I'm going to play some music for you while I speed color through these. I'm not really this fast in real life, but with the magic of film editing, you're going to see a shortened version of all this coloring. Now if you got a little red in those highlight areas, don't worry because a white gel pen will do the trick. So here I'm going to take a few of the areas where I got a little bit of red over that area and just add the white gel pen. Easy as that. So I just added it to most of the cherries here. It does give it a little brighter look as well, and I love that gel pen. To add some pop of color around the edges, I'm using this Daydreaming ink from Waffle Flower Crafts to just ink up the edges a little bit. So as you can see, I start off the edge and then ink onto the paper with a light touch. I went around the entire panel one time and then I went and darkened it up just a little more with some extra ink. A little bit to the center here, but not enough so that you can see it on the highlights of the cherries. It does add quite a bit of pop when you add some color around the edges like this. So pretty. Now before I die cut that sweet word out of the panel here, I'm going to add the sentiment, "You're the cherry on my ice cream." So I'm just using the Misty here to get it all lined up, and I'll use some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. I like this ink for stamping sentiments because it stamps so clear and crisp. It's a nice dark black ink. So it says, "You're the cherry on my ice cream." It looks so great. And now we can go ahead and cut that die right out of the center of those cherries. I have a little bit of tape on here already, so I'll tape that down and take it to my die cut machine, and there you go. Be sure to save all those little pieces on the inside of the letters because we're going to attach those back in after we put this on the card base. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach the panel to the card base here. It's a top folding card base, and I have 110-pound cardstock for the card base. I like a heavier card for the base. So I'm using some Tombow Mono Multi Glue here to just attach the panel with the sweet word taken out. This will make it a little easier to attach everything onto the inside. So I'll just go ahead and glue that down, straighten it up, line it up nicely here, and then we will go ahead and attach the sweet word to the black craft foam. So I'm going to take some multi-medium matte to attach this because I have such a small nozzle head on this, so it's easier for me to get that attached on this small die cut. So I'll line that up, and then I'm going to just put something heavy on top while that dries. I found the easiest way for me to put everything together was to use some multimedia matte over the entire center part of this sweet word that is missing, because not only are we going to attach the foam die cut here, but we're also going to attach the middle pieces. That's what makes it look like a disappearing die. So attach the foam and then go ahead and add the center pieces as well. I like to use this tool here to make it easier for me to push it all the way down onto the card base. I have already cut and colored that little mouse holding the ice cream to put on the front of this card, and I'm just going to use some Scotch 3M foam tape to pop him up a little bit. So here I'm just cutting the pieces of tape to pop up his little ears and also his legs. And then I'm going to test where I want to put this on the card. I kind of like it here in the middle. But how about over here on this side? Or up here? Maybe on the top of the S. No, I think I like it in the middle the best. So there it will go and stay. So there's our card for today. I hope you enjoyed this project and got inspired to try this with maybe some of the stamps you already have in your stash. If you do, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.